All right, let me see if we are live. Hold on. We are. All right, all right, all right. Let's see here. It's been a minute. Kind of forgot how to do this. All right. Welcome to episode 710 of the Black Brain Trust. This is the official 420 fourth anniversary Black Brain Trust Bashment. Welcome, everyone. 4 years, man. 4 freaking years. Let's see here. Let's do this. I gotta welcome everyone. God, I haven't done this. So much to like talk about. This isn't really. It's just 420, right? We can talk weed. We're gonna talk whatever. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute. Hold on. First, I gotta do this because I am so not being welcome everyone. Okay, so let's do this. Boom. And then we're gonna go and show that. So we're gonna welcome everyone. And then hey, Sexy Red, how you doing? Welcome. Happy 420. You said the best day of the year. You know what? I have a daughter now, so her birthday has replaced 420. But no. This is a dope day because obviously, right? But it also marks the birth of the Black Brain Trust. Our birthday is on 420 as well. So it's a dope day for a number of reasons. Oh, you know what? Let me do this too. If the sound and music is cool, press 420. All right. So, yeah, if you guys can let me know if the sound is cool, if the Raga jungle vibes is cool, hit that 420. You said congrats. Thank you. Thank you so much. And yo, this Bronze. What's going on, man? Welcome. Can I get a 420 if the sound's cool? Or let me know if it's not. Oh, you said loving the music, so obviously you can hear it. Oh yeah. It's Raga Jungle, man. That's the vibe. All right, Sexy Red, peace out. Yeah, that's the vibes, dude. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go Raga with it, but because brothers is on turbo mode with the business and everything, man. Like the frequency has to be on the higher end, right? So we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna go Raga Jungle because this is the vibe right now. This is def the vibe, right? We on that tip, and yeah, it's 420. And I also want to take a moment to shout out and salute um, everybody that has contributed to the Black Brain Trust um, in the total culmination of the 4 years that this channel has become a thing, and it's basically became centered on what it is due to the contributions of everyone. So many people to name that I'm afraid I'll like leave people out and then feel bad. So I just want to shout out everybody. Okay, everybody knows who that is. Okay, so I want to shout out everybody who over the past 4 years has contributed to this platform. Oh yeah, that's what's up, Bronzebird. You already know, fam. You already know. So I guess my first question is, what are you guys smoking on? Oh wait, you know what? Before I ask that, even let me do this. And in a little bit, what I'll do is after we get a little panel going, I'm gonna cam up and I'm gonna show you guys my baby plants, what I got growing. Show you guys. So yeah, I'm curious to know what Cats is blazing on. You know what I'm saying? For 420, keeping the vibes positive. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. I went and scooped up a nice sack of Pineapple Express. Yes, Pineapple Express. That whole movie and everything. hmm And it is some good blow. It really is. Perfect sativa heavy strain for a day like this. Weather's nice. Um, Gonna be tilling up the garden a little bit later so I can plant this weekend. We got peppers and tomatoes to go into the ground. I'm gonna try to put a few more things in there, but mainly peppers and tomatoes, right? And we haven't turned the soil in some time, so the soil needs to get turned, right? But my babies are actually in pots, right? So I'll cam up in a little bit and go show you my babies. You said, "Hey, Engineer Cannabis, what's going on, bro?" You said, "Hey, y'all, how's it going? Have you heard if the bill is going through the Senate again?" You know what? I think Mike sent me something on that maybe last week. I need to go back through my text messages. Mike sent me some cannabis stuff to cover, but I'll do it on the Sunday cannabis live stream. This is going to be more of just like open chat, kind of like 420 sort of fourth anniversary celebration type of thing. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, it's 4 years. And the one thing I can also hang. You know what? Yeah. If the music is a little loud, let me know, you guys. Because on this end over here, sometimes it sounds one way, and then it may sound another way to you guys. So I just want to make sure everything's all cool. Bronze, you said no smoking at all, just drinking some nice juice. No, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, but for me, 420, I'm putting something in the air. You know, went and grabbed some real nice top shelf today. Um, some tried and true Pineapple Express. You can't go wrong, right? So, um, yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to really like. This is supposed to be sort of like a festive type of thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Um, uh, I'm in and out in the manosphere, somewhat right. In terms of the goings ons, and you already know me, brother like myself, man. It's like I'll bring the smoke if need me, but I ain't about the negativity, so I'm not really plugged into the goings ons of what's popping in most places. Over here, though, I can say, man, we've got like some really cool shit going on, right? Um, next Saturday, next Saturday, um, there's a brother by the name of Kata Otto. He is a brother who karts and does sim racing, and we're gonna be doing a one-on-one with him, man. We're gonna be chopping it up, how he got into this type of stuff, and because we're of the same mindset about a lot of these things, in terms of like motorsport, technology, and all this type of stuff. So I think you guys are gonna really dig that one-on-one. So we got like some really cool stuff coming up, man. We're really trying to flip the script. It's the fourth year anniversary, so now on year four, we're gonna try to switch it up and do something to elevate what it is that we've been doing over here, right? So it's all a work in progress, and we do have lives, right? I'm a dad and got the business and um, all that, and it's a daily operation, man, 24/7, right? My days are actually 12-hour days. They're not 24-hour days, right? I work 12 hours here, 12 hours in China. Air quotes, right? Everyone smoke blaze, enjoy the day, and also remember 420 is not only for festivities but also promoting the growth of the industry. Here, let me do this. We need to leave that one right there. Yep, I'm gonna pin that one. I appreciate that one, Engineering Cannabis, because that's really the mode right there. That's it. That is it. So I mean, no one's burning on nothing. I mean, hmm, maybe because we've been so quiet for so long, the notifications didn't go out for this. Maybe I'm not sure, but yeah, this is really just kind of like a it's a 420 hangout type of vibe, right? So okay, so let's do this. In the meantime, because sometimes you know what, also I'll like start going for like maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then like boom, people start following through. So we'll kind of talk maybe a little bit more about what's actually been going on. So delivery is a big thing in the micromobility sector, right? So a lot of companies are pivoting. Now, it's not a pivot that we've been doing. It's more like we've been actually planning for this, right? We've been planning for this. So we are now situated in a way where we can really start to make a move here. Uh, say come June. That's being conservative, right? Well, no, no, that's honestly, we're gonna start piloting some stuff like in the next week or two, right? But in terms of full deployment, we've got some projects and it really just kind of we need other parties to basically sign on or there's other factors, right? And what you have to do is basically say, okay, we're situated, we're ready to go, we're just going to wait, right? But then in the meantime, you got to like keep busy doing other shit. So we're busy, busy, busy mode, busy time, right? And potential for one of these bigger projects to hit is high. And let's just say, man, it's we're off to the races at that point. So this is why we do the micro mobility stuff and all that, because what we're really trying to do is give you guys a peripheral of what's really going on, inner workings, intel. You know what I'm saying? Business intel. It's such a new sector, and not a lot of people. It's not a sector that you have a lot of companies in, right? Like it's a small. It really is a small circle. Like we all kind of know each other in terms of like CTOs. We've been, either if it's been a conference or actual calls themselves, we've all kind of gotten familiar with each other, right? So we all sort of see what's going on here, and strategic partnerships are in order, business modeling is in order. So yeah, just understand that when we do these live streams, like on micromobility, the tech talks, the business talks, and stuff like that, man, we're funneling down shit. So it's for cats to take it and run with it. Right, we're kind of giving y'all the scoop. So yeah, that's what's taking up a lot of time, right? See, so when we do these live streams nowadays, even though they're a little bit gapped, they're kind of power packed, right? So we're hoping that you guys are soaking something up from the shit. Uh, so that's kind of what's been going on, right? Just business stuff related to the content is really starting to pick up steam and pick up motion. So hopefully here in the not too distant future, I'll be doing some stuff from the e-bike shop, right? Doing some content from there in terms of our builds. On my channel, I showed the prototype delivery bike that we built. Kind of went over the features and all that stuff. And so we may have an order for some more of those. So then, I'll be down at the shop more, doing build outs and, configuration and integration into the IoTs, and then shipping the bikes out. And that's the business, right? So we're hands on in all of this stuff that we do the content on. That's why we hope that people are literally taking away from the content when we do those talks, because like I said, it's directly tied into what we got going on. Oh, we got 12 people in. Maybe it's just StreamYard. I don't know if there's any other comments. Let me see here. No, those are the only comments. Okay. So maybe there's given that there's some new people in here, it's 420, you guys. What you smoking on? You know, I'm on. You know what? Let me pull it up. I'll pull it up and we'll talk about it. Oh shit! What was that? Hold on a second. Ooh. All right. Let's see here. Um. Apple Express. Okay. All right. So here we go. And we're going to do the screen. Wait, which one is it? It's this one right here. All right. So this is what I went and scooped up today. I went and scooped up some Pineapple Express. Let's read about it. Pineapple Express is a sativa dominant, and if you guys know me, you know uh, my strain reviews and stuff like that. I'm more of a sativa guy, right? Hybrids largely if they're sativa leaning, and if I can go sativa dominant, I would prefer that because I like to work, right? So I don't like the blow herb that like makes me go to sleep or like literally makes you lazy and sits your ass on the couch. Those are indicas. Don't like those. I prefer the sativa. Okay, it's good for the thought processes in the brain and all that. Pineapple Express is a sativa dominant hybrid marijuana strain made by crossing Trainwreck and Hawaiian. While this strain rose to fame on the silver screen in 2008, the movie, amidst the release of Pineapple Express, it is a real strain that you can find on the shelves of dispensaries across the country, i.e., what I just copped this morning to celebrate this beautiful, wonderful day on which the Brain Trust was founded. Since then, this strain has become a favorite in the hearts and minds of cannabis lovers. This one included. Express produces long-lasting, energetic effects that you can feel right away. Pineapple Express is 18% THC. It may make you feel buzzy, alert, and creative. Yeah, basically, I don't know about the buzzy part. It does actually. Now that I think about it, I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, actually it does. So it does kind of make your body sort of type of feeling, but it's not like an indica effect. It's more of a yeah, what they're saying. The best time to smoke Pineapple Express is in the morning, afternoon, or early evening hours. Like I said, this herb is good for productive individuals. Okay. Um, Again, with my strain reviews and stuff like that, I really try to key in on how to determine how a strain is good for what application. Okay. And so I always make the distinctions between like if you're dealing with an illness, physical, okay, you always want to go indica or indica dominant. If it's more non-physical, if it's mental, if it's clarity, if it's your psychological dispositioning, if it's anything like that, emotional, right? If it's non-physical, sativas. Okay, that's how you distinct what type of strain you need to use. Indicas are for the body, sativas are for the mind. Hybrids bring the two together. Okay. In terms of flavor, this strain packs a punch to your palate with bright citrus notes infused with pineapple and earthy pine. I can't even give it a more accurate description. I can still taste it. I blew a blunt maybe like about 10 minutes before we went live, and I can still taste it. Literally, I could taste like tangerine. I could taste like tangerine and pineapple. And then, like, if you were to then suck on like a pine needle, that's basically what you get, right? Thanks to the terpenes of caryophyllene, limonene, and pinene. Medical marijuana patients choose Pineapple Express to relieve symptoms associated with depression, pain, and fatigue. According to growers, this strain will flower into dense, curly buds with dark green foliage and fiery amber hairs. The average price per gram for Pineapple Express is $20. I got 5 grams of it for 35. So I got the hookup. Holla holla. Oh wait. Oh shit. There's a real man. Ayo.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, my bad. I'm late. I just got the text. It's been a
Man, I'm,
long
I'm
day.
over here like geeking out on fucking Leafly, bro. Hey, happy 420, fam.
Yeah, happy 420, man. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Hold on. Let me hit the chat real quick. Oh shit, my apothecary, my apothecary. It's been a minute. How you doing? Honey blunts on deck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dusty said indica all the way? Word? You see, you said I'm sativa diva. There we go. There we go. See there? Yeah, she's rocking with the sativas, man. She knows what time it is. Work weed. Ado, peace. Rizzy, what up? What up, Mike? You said vaping on sativa hash rosin. Ooh, okay. Shonda, you said happy all the founders of the Brain Trust. Happy 4th anniversary. Peace and blessings to all in the chat. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Didn't know it was 420. Must be that complex weed. What the fuck? Zone. What are you blowing on? Because you're a grower, dude. What are you growing over there, bro? What strains you got growing? What's good with it, Ramil?
Cooler, cooler, man. I ain't want to ruin the mood, man, cause
No, you good. We
I ain't even
talking.
smoke.
You know, you say you were stuck off Eddie.
Huh?
You say you were stuck off Eddie from last night.
Oh yeah, yeah. Last night I had an edible and I woke up.
Oh, Eddie
Uh,
had you stuck, bro.
I mean, I just slept good. It was a really good sleep, but I slept good. You know, them times when you sleep real good, but you still wake up, you still tired and shit. So it's
Oh
like
no, that's when that no, that's that. It's still hitting.
it's still
It's
on.
still
So I'm
hitting. It's
just
still in your bloodstream. Yeah, it's still hitting. Yeah,
yeah.
you know what kills that? Coffee.
I don't know if I want to kill it right now. I
Yeah.
mean, it just is what it is.
You're like, you know what? Actually, I'm kind of cool with it though.
Yeah, I'm out. It's dragging my day. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even wake up for the live stream. But it's still like it is what it is, man. Like,
Bro, I told you, dude, that's that indica, man. It hits you like that.
and
And
maybe it
that
was. I don't know what. Maybe it
I'm
was.
telling, dude, when
Do.
weed hits you like that, that's indica, man.
I don't like indicas.
Bro, I just read the whatchamacallit, Pineapple Express. I went and scooped that this morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went and scooped some Pineapple Express this morning. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That,
See,
that's what you got to blow, dude.
I like sativas, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You gotta get some satives, bro.
cause this shit
And
gets me like focused. Like I can work a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I can be high and focused. Like,
yeah, yeah. It's functional weed, bro. I mean, but I was just breaking it down, dude. Like, see, indicas and stuff. The reason why they put you out is because they treat the body. They put you down on purpose, dude. Like to literally deal with the body. Right.
okay.
That's the thing about indicas, dude. Like, you know, that's why I would only suggest using them for like physical ailments or like if you got like a cold flu, something like that. That's when I say use indicas, dude. Sativas, get up, blowing. Here's the other thing too. You blow sativas, you can drink coffee with it, and the coffee ain't gonna cut your buzz. Right? Coffee won't cut your sativa buzz. So, you can just get up, blow some of that, man. Just get to work. That's what I do every morning, bro.
Yeah, I like sativas. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I can't. Indicas is just it's like, why would somebody smoke an indica?
No, for real. Like,
I'm talking
especially
about
like, okay,
outside of what you're saying. Just I
yeah,
can't.
rehab,
I don't
rehab,
understand. Like
rehab for
outside of
one.
all the health issues, I'm just talking about a regular guy. Why is somebody gonna choose an indica over sativa? I don't understand.
Oh, you know what? Because some people like that couch lock, dude. They like that couch lock feeling. You know, I know. See a lot of. Okay, I remember like back in like my music days and stuff. A lot of dudes just used to like blow indica because they used to like really just kind of zone off. Right, you in the studio and shit, niggas be on the couch. You don't know if they sleep or not. right? They
I'm
sitting
saying I'll
over
be
there,
asleep.
and
Yeah.
then but nah, I used to have, like when I was doing it back in the day, man. I used to have homies, man. They used to just go hard on it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then they just be chilling, and then like you give them like an hour or two, and you didn't even pay attention to them, and they already wrote a verse, right? And the next you know,
Mm-hmm.
they was up ready to spit, right? See, so some I don't know, it's for different people, man. I just know physically speaking, right? I know what an indica do what an indica will do to me. I know what a sativa will do to me, right? And so I know why it is that I typically need to like blow sativas because it's really more for the mind space. Like physically, I try to do things to like keep my body in shape, bro. Like dude, I'm like I'm literally like the same size I've been since I was like 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 5'10", 145, 150 pounds, bro. Like I
Hmm.
ain't really changed in that regard, right? So physically, I do things to like stay active and shit. That's why I do the biking, the karting. I'm an active dude, right? But I got a lot of shit going on, right? Business stuff. Oh, hey, bro, real quick, I got something to put you up on. I got to catch you up on some stuff. Um, like so, we'll talk later about it. But and it's like I gotta like balance like life and home. I got a child, stuff like that. So it's like I know what strains to blow and like why I blow them. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it, and that's why I like to do these cannabis like live streams. We get into the business stuff, we get into the business side of it and all that. But then when I do the strain reviews and stuff, I really do try to dig into the plants, so we have a better grasp and an understanding of the plant because that's what it is. It's a plant, dude. It's a herb. It's medicine. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
medicine. Let's see here. Who we got? Maddox, what's going on? Hey, Christian, I need to talk to you, dude. It has to do with the Discord and the gaming stuff, dude. I need to holler at you, man. How you doing, bro? I hope all is well. That's another Brain Trust Day One or founder right there, man. Maddox 12. Salute to him. Mike
Okay.
Rizzi said, "I
Okay.
love it all. Indica is amazing." See now, Mike, you're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that. Okay, so let's do this. Ramil, you asked that question. What if like you can't sleep? Insomnia.
I get tired when I come down from my sativa.
No, I'm saying like so. Mike Rizzi said at night, right? So like, if you can't get your brain to stop racing and shit, you're like, damn man, I need to get to bed, right? Okay, blow indica,
Mm.
right? Blow indica.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Blow indica. Just hit the blunt like once or twice and just knock out, right? I'll say for insomnia too. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
for
makes yeah.
insomnia. Yeah, I would recommend that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
but it's all about knowing your plants, man.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I'm a sativa fan, man. That's just I mean, cause I like to be active like all the way until like until it's time to go to sleep. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I mean, well, we're doing it like, see, now if you do it like that, right, you really don't have, I don't really have too much of a problem with insomnia. It really, for me, is it's my sleep cycles because I was talking earlier, I got to be up at night a lot to talk to my partner in China because it's daytime over there. Right. So then that's when I handle that business and he's in the office. I can, have him do shit. He's there. He emails me something. I do something, scan it, sign it, send it back. Right. So that's how I do business in real time over there to make shit happen real quick. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to make myself available like shit 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Right. While he's in the office. Then
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a nap, get up, get my daughter ready to go to school, handle shit, you know, nap for a little while, like around maybe 5, 6 o'clock. Sometimes I'll nap, get back up, and then boom. So my sleep cycles are completely different, right? So I don't really try to blow anything that's gonna fuck that up, right?
No, facts,
Yeah,
facts,
yeah.
yeah.
I kind of split my 8 hours sleep into like 2 4 hour chunks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a different way. It's a different way to move. So no, man, I blow herb that helps me with that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why motherfuckers be like, niggas like blow hella herb like got bad memories. I'm like, depending on what you blow, you know, if you're all groggy and shit all the damn time and foggy minded and stuff, yeah, you tend to like not be able to really recall things, right? But what if you blowing stuff that basically gives you like mental acuity and clarity, right? Then you can like recall shit hella quick, like crystal clear details. It depends on what you're blowing.
True, true, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I mean,
No
yeah. See,
guarantee.
I'm not.
But
See, like I said, I'm not really a weed connoisseur. I just, you know, I just know I like sativas. I'm not really
yeah,
like I'm not. I don't, I don't know about all the many hundreds and thousands of strains.
nah. That's honestly, bro. Keeping up on strains is pointless, right? What? Okay, the other see, because here's why I say that. Because when I do like this, and maybe what I'll do is I'll pull up some charts and I'll kind of show how it is. I break down like strains based on what it looks like and how it smells, right? Because the how it looks and how it smells will tell you what that strain is. That's the thing about it. You got to train your nose. You got to train your nose to herbs. So, because dude, herb smells different. Each strain smells different, right? Now that's attributed to the terpenes. Okay, the terpenes are basically the primary components of that plant that says, okay, this plant is dominant in these types of terpenes and cannabinoids, right? Or if it has this smell, it's these terpenes, right? And then each of the terpenes will then translate into what type of effect that you'll receive in the body. So you got to learn how to read terpenes in the plant, right? All plants have terpenes. It's the reason why roses smell like roses, oranges smell like oranges, lemons smell like lemons, pine trees smell like pine trees, et cetera, right? Those are terpenes. This biology, right? So what we're talking about here is training our nose, right, to identify the terpenes in each strain. And so by the scent, you can identify what's going on in that strain. Yeah, that's how you do it, man. That's how you read the terpenes. Let's see here. No guarantee says break down Delta 8 versus Delta 9. Okay. Okay. So Delta 8 and Delta 9 are two variants of THC. Per the law, right? Per federal law, what's basically outlawed is Delta 9, right? Delta 9 is the most psychoactive um it's the most psychoactive cannabinoid in the THC class of cannabinoids, right? So you got all the deltas. Okay. Delta 8 is very fucking close to Delta 9. And the difference between Delta 8 and Delta 9 is that Delta 8 is not illegal. It's legal. So what they've done is they kind of so what they'll do is they'll take a hemp plant, cross it with a cannabis plant, right? And then backbreed it. That's what they'll do. They'll basically they'll make a 50-50 hybrid and then backbreed it, right? So what happens here is that you start to get more of a hemp plant that's got a little bit of a bump in certain cannabinoid structures, right? And what will happen here is that Delta 8, when you cross hemp with certain when you cross hemp with certain cannabis strains, Delta 8 shoots all the way the fuck up. And then what happens here is that if you back cross it with some more hemp, you kill off the Delta 9, right? To the level to which the Fed says, okay, it's legal. But guess what's still bumped all the way the fuck up? Delta 8. And that's how you get the Delta 8. It's like crossing it and then back crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
Woke Pill,
okay.
happy 420, smoking my harvest. That's what's up, Woke Pill. What did you bloom out, man? Just curious as to the strain. Zone, baby, man, what the fuck you talking about? I ain't never giving you no seeds. Shit, you growing some dirt weed? That's your own shit. I got God's gift and I got chronic, like literally the OG chronic strain. I got both of those growing in the back right now. Yeah, but no, no guarantees. That's Delta 8 versus Delta 9. Delta 8 gives a very similar Delta 9 type of high. Very, very, very similar. It's psychoactive, but not as psychoactive. I think it's kind of like I think most people that's what they need. I think most people can deal with that because a lot of people can't deal with the psychoactive shit with Delta 9. That shit just kicks a little too hard. Said double grape by Mephisto Genetics. Interesting. Okay, double grape. I'm assuming that's a purple strain. Is it indica dominant? Because okay, double grape because you got grape ape. I'm assuming there's a grape ape cross in there. That's one of the grape ape. Like, so you got grape ape. I got God's gift growing in the back right now. So, during like the mid to late 2000s, you had purple Urkel, grape ape, purple dragon, granddaddy perp, which is my favorite perp, and purple Kush. Right, those were like the main perp strains. Right, those were like, and then you got all this other shit off of those. So I'm just curious if double grape, man, if that's a purple strain and grape ape is one of the cross genetics. Just out of curiosity. Let's see here. Yo, RJ, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Hey, man, let me see if you wrenched up, man. It's good to see you, bro. It's been a minute. Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, I got you wrenched up. Okay, that's what's up, man. It's been a minute, bro. How you doing, man? You said Delta 8 put you to sleep. Yeah, like I said, man, I think what they do is they take hemp, which is already heavy in CBD, and they may cross it with an indica. I think that's what it is because indicas are heavy in CBD too. So that's where I think they get like the Delta 8 bump from. I think there's an indica strain that they cross hemp with to get that. But yeah, it's basically if they take hemp and cross it with indica, yeah, it's gonna give you that sleepy effect because both of them are CBD heavy. You said it's good to hear you spitting something different. That's the only thing you're gonna hear from me, bro. No, I'm glad you rolled through, man. It's been a minute, man. I'm glad to see you, bro. American Negro. What's going on, man? I guess you're all good if I'm talking about weed, but as soon as I mention my daughter, you have issues with me. Okay.
Whoa,
Okay.
I didn't know RJ
What, RJ?
dang, learn something new every day, huh?
Man, cats blow. Come on,
The
dog. What you
Dr. Reverend. I thought this is supposed to be what's that shit called?
Man, that's RJ,
In the
man. Come
Bible
on,
when they
man. Come on.
heathen is it heathen
Nope.
activity?
Nope. Nope. Shit. RJ about that action. Shit.
I ain't know RJ fuck with the heathen you know.
No. Hell no, man. The holy anointing oil was made with this shit. What you talking about? What you talking about? No, RJ, he a real one with it though. You said right. You said does nine act more like sativa? No, man. No. Okay, you know what? Yes. In a okay. Yes, in a general sense, yes. I think that's why they cross it with an indica, not a sativa. Because sativas are more psychoactive in their effects. So no, that's actually yes. Let's see, we got number 16 in the house. What's going on, bro? Welcome. Let's see, woke this in my bad. Step away. Indica. Yeah, it's indica dominant. Okay, that's what I figured, man. If it's grape, that means it's perp, and if it's perp, it's indica. Do you know what the parentage strains are, woke pill? Just out of curiosity, because it says double grape. I'm just curious about that. Obviously, that's going to be two purple strains. I'm just curious as to which ones. Let's see. Zone said, "What am I growing for my friend? Pink runts. Ooh, Acapulco Gold. Damn. Okay. Alien OG. Okay. You got Mac. Okay, I seen that in the spot. Super lemon haze. That's another old school strain. Okay. Peanut butter breath. Ooh, what the fuck is that, bro? Gushers, strawberry banana, Tropicana cookies, purple. Ooh, okay, so that okay, obviously Tropicana cookies purples. That's gonna be whatchamacallit. That's gonna be Girl Scout cookies, Tropicana. What's the purple in that? Okay, strawberry banana. I'm curious about that Acapulco Gold and that lemon haze, bro. Zone. Yeah. Acapulco Gold, dude, that's old school Mexican shit. That's sativa all day, every day, bro. That's like you hit a joint of that, you hit a blunt of that, nigga, you faded all day. You're faded all day, dude, off that Acapulco. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. No, it's in the holy oil. That's what's up. You already know. Baron Davis launches his strain today, and it's called Personal Stash. Oh shit! Word.
Nah,
Okay.
but
Well,
nah, I already know
what you think about that, bro? Like,
what.
retired athletes and celebrities. Al Harrington has his own shit too, right?
I mean, they smoking while they in the league. Might as well
Yeah,
have
right.
might as well take advantage of their brands, their names, and capitalize off of it. I mean, I don't know if it's good or not, but shit, I'm with it. I'm with it. I do got hit out though. I just wanted to slide through though, man. Just say
No,
happy
that's what's up,
420.
bro. You already know, man. Happy 420, fam. You already know what time it
You
is.
know
We
what I'm
smokers
saying?
over here, man.
Yes, sir. So everybody, I already said don't hold them to a high standard. Oh yeah, yeah. I was just joking, man. I already know we all niggas over here. I mean, we different levels of niggas, but we all niggas at the end of the
That's
day.
what I'm saying. You said there's different levels to it.
But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But
Yeah, we blow. I swear to God, bro. Some of the cats you don't even think blow. They blow
no,
heavy.
that's true. That's true. That's
That's
true.
real talk. That's real talk, bro. Hey, I appreciate it though, fam.
Ain't no problem, man. Stay up, man. Y'all
All
be
right, bro.
easy.
All
Yep.
right, man. Easy, bro. I'll get at you.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I had to shout out Ramil, man. He's another cat that uses the herb for his health gains and benefits, right? So, wanted to come through, say what up on this 420. Let's see here. Woke Pill, you said my dad just gave me some seeds from the 80s and 90s. Once I'm better at growing, going to breed them with seeds I got from Kenya. Oh my God. Hey man, we might need to do some seed trading. I got some seeds from it's probably like late 80s, early 90s from Oaxaca. I got a whole bunch of them. So I got two in these small pots right now that I'm trying to crack. I'll tell you right now, they are a bitch to crack once they've gotten a certain age. The last time I was able to successfully crack them and grow them was maybe like 10 years ago. And then I didn't grow them for a while. And so I've been the last couple of years, I've been trying to get them to crack, man, and I've been failing. So, I've been talking to a bunch of old farmers and they're like, hey, do this, try this, try that. I still have a whole big old bag of them. So all I need to do is just get one of them to crack. Male or female, I don't give a shit. I'll take the pollen, cross it, get some new seed stock. I'll do something, man. I just need to get them to crack. Forbidden fruit, GMO cookies, Cali Kush, okay. Blue Dream, oh, you already know that's my faves. Girl Scout cookies, yes. Gelato, Fruity Pebbles, Skittles, Dosey Do. I've been actually getting some Dosey Do lately. I like how that blows right there, actually. Wedding cake, I got some of that too recently. That was some cool stuff. OG Kush, that's the strain I'm most successful growing, man. Every time I crack OG Kush, man, I always grow a big bush of that stuff. White Widow, oh man, that's another one. Chem Dog, old school right there. 91? Is that Chem Dog 91 or just Chem Dog? Let's see here. Yeah, Zone. You say you took me back. Hey, no, Zone's about it, bro. He grows too. Dollar Washer, you blowing on chocolate rain. Happy 420, fam. Get some hydrogen peroxide. Is that what it is? Hey, Dollar Washer, break that down for me. Hydrogen peroxide. Tell me what I got to do. Break that down for me. Because right now is still the time for me to get some of those cracked if I can get them cracked. And I can get them to literally tap. If I can get them to tap root, man, I'm good. Local, he said, that's my issue. I tried 5 and haven't gotten them to crack. I read sandpaper. Bro, listen, I tried sandpaper. That's the thing. Look, I took some sandpaper, I rolled it up and put it inside like one of the little dispensary containers, right? And I threw the seeds in there. And I agitated the shit out of those things for probably like 3-4 days. Just shook them up. Use sandpaper, right? It's supposed to remove that protein sheen that develops overseas over time to protect them. It's basically like sanding that shit off. That shit did not work. So I did that shit, and I don't know if I need to do it rougher by hand. I don't know. Let's see here. That's my okay. Let's see, I used to pass exams before workouts. That's what I'm saying. RJ, like weed is medicine, bro. It's medicine, straight up. Fuck what everybody say. It's medicine. Let's see here. Wait, Dollar Wash. Let's see, going do do. Cream caramel. Yeah. I'm gonna cam up on the phone here in a few, and I'm gonna go show y'all. I'm gonna go show y'all what I got popped in the back. There's Rael. Salute, man. What's going on? Sandpaper is a no-no. See, okay, soak them. Okay, you said soak them. Is it a diluted solution of water and hydrogen peroxide, or just pure hydrogen peroxide? That's what is it. Is it a solution, or is it is it just hydrogen peroxide? That's what I'm curious about. If you can, is it just hydrogen peroxide? Because I'll literally go do that shit today. I need to, yeah. Just let me know if it's just hydrogen peroxide or if it's like so dilution. Okay, so I'll do like 50-50. That's what I was wondering, dude. Is it a solution or is it just pure hydrogen peroxide? Okay. Now, Dollar Washer. One other question: do I leave them in there, or how long do I soak them? So do I do that and then move them into some dirt? Do I do that? Wait, you said yes. Wait, okay. Do I like soak them and then remove them and then put them in like a wet paper towel with just water? Like, how do I do it? Dude, I was on some like sandpaper shit, and that was a fail. Okay, you soak them till they drop, then do what you usually do. Oh, that's it. Just soak them till they drop, and then once they drop, then go ahead. Oh, okay. Stan. Okay. Oh, what's going on, Stan? Welcome, bro. Peace. Happy 420. Solution: distill water, small amount of peroxide. Wait until they sink. Then you can plant or go paper. Okay. Got it. Hold on, let me drop the link again. This 420, y'all. Like I ain't got to be the only one rolling up here, man. We just it's 420, man. Let's chop it up, man. You got some herb, blow some, talk shit, whatever, man. Okay, but I got it right there. Appreciate you. Dollar Wash at Stan Shelton, man. Yeah. That's what's up, Woke Pill. I know, man. Like, I appreciate Dollar Wash and Stan for that shit, man. Appreciate y'all. Hold up. Make sure y'all modded up. What the fuck? Hold up. There we go. All right, let me do this. Do this. Boom. Let me get woke pill. And let me get stem. Appreciate you brothers, man, for the input. That's what's up. All right. Yeah, man. If you drop in game, man, I gotta mod y'all up, man. Real talk. Right? Like that's value right there, man. That's value. You know what I'm saying? Because like literally I'm doing that shit today. You know what I mean? And you know, salute to the Raga jungle vibes we got going on. You know, like I said, man, I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it on that tip. You know what I'm saying? But the vibes is high rate right now. So instead of going with the slow dub, I had to go with the jungle. You know what I'm saying? You said you showed your plan on Aegon stream. Oh, that's what's up, man. I want to say, well, no, I don't know if it was on Aegon stream, but I've shown my plan. Like I'm gonna cam up here in a few, and I'm gonna show y'all. You said raw cone life, no blunts for me. I'm trying to do that. Well, you know what, American Negro. Honestly, bro, I smoke out of glass more than anything. But sometimes like blunts hit different. But you know, it's the lung thing, man. I've been smoking a long time, so I don't really be doing blunts as much as I used to. But today I did. Today I did. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Today I did. Woke, you said my dad was selling in the '90s, making runs in wine for sour D. So I assume that's what it is. What else was popping in the '90s back then? I'm a '90s baby. Hold on 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Okay, he said. What else is popping back then? Chronic, Jamaican Red, Acapulco Gold. What else was blueberry? No, not blueberry. That was like early 2000s. Um, what was that indica strain called? Uh, what was it called? I'm trying to think of some of those strains that were popping, like that was coming out of like the seed houses out of Amsterdam, right? Where you used to be able to like, if you could get them, man, like you could like mail order like some bread over there, and if it made customs, you could get it, right? But there were a lot of strains that were coming out of the seed banks in Amsterdam that were popping. I'm trying to remember some of the names. Those would be the strains that you're talking about, woke pill, like the strains that were coming out of the seed banks at that time. Yeah, yeah, that's what that's what was really popping at the time. It was really the shit coming out of, if you could get Cali stuff, um, it was popping. If you could get the Cali stuff, and otherwise, it was the Amsterdam seed houses. So I'm trying to remember some more of the names. Some of the stuff that Zone is posting in terms of strains is that stuff. And damn, Zone, that's a gang of strains, bro. That's a gang of strains. Well, you said I'm on glass. Yeah, I'm on glass too, man. I got a glass piece, and I got a small little bong too. Right. I like, especially bong if you put ice in it. It blows way different. Yeah, American Eagle. You said I definitely respect the glass. The only thing I'll do outside of cones is the cookies, is vape. See, I don't really do. I don't do vape, man. That's the thing. I don't really rock with vape. I can't rock with vape, man. I don't know. I tried it. It don't hit the same. I like flower, man. I like the taste of flower. You get all the terpenes. What's going on, Shango? Salute, man. Stan, you said too many flavors, not enough time. Only time I'll smoke a blunt is if I'm around multiple people and we're trying stuff like two. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like if you pack a fat one, yeah, yeah, because it's gonna hit. Does anyone got chocolate diesel Thai beans? Bro, you know what, man? Every so often, man, my spot gets chocolate Thai, and I when they do, I always scoop it just to hope to get a seed out of it because it is it's a ruderalis. It's crossed with a ruderalis. So a lot of times they make seeds. The plant makes the seed itself. So a lot of times chocolate beans and Thai beans will have or seed plants will have beans in them. So I would say if you can find like some legit chocolate Thai strains out of the dispensary, buy like minimum 5 grams to maybe like a quarter or a half ounce of it, and then just go through it. I guarantee you'll find like some seeds in there. You said A seeds has Thai seeds. Okay. Panama Red. Yep, that's the one. Panama Red. Yeah, that's a 90 strain right there. My brother and his homies used to blow that, man. That bro, like I used to go to my brother's crib back in the day, man. Rest in peace to my older brother. Man, I used to catch contact off that shit. Man, I used to just go to my brother's pad real quick, man. Just go do whatever, and like the smoke would be thick in there, bro. And I come outside, man. I used to be floating. I ain't even touched the shit. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Panama Red, man. That one that'll have you buzzing. Slurricane 7. I seen that in the dispensary recently. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. My friend on an acre of land. Ooh, yeah, you guys are doing it big, bro. Sheesh, a whole acre? God damn. Oh, okay, woke pill. So you vape the flower. Okay, so okay. You do the coil vape with the flower. Okay, bet. I do want to do that. I do want to do that because like years ago, man, my boy, my partner, Cal used to make music with. His wife was asthmatic, so she had to smoke out of this vape contraption where, yeah, we would just grind up herb and then put in this little thing, and then it would just vape it. It would vape the flower. Yeah, I want one of those. Yeah. Getting a hot box of water. I don't smoke in the house, bro. I smoke in the garage. No, I don't smoke in the house. I don't like the smell of smoke in the house. Yeah. Well, zone on some commercial shit. Ugh. Well, well, let's do this, man. We're coming up on an hour. I don't know. We're coming up on an hour. Mm, it's one of those live streams. Once again, I kind of ended up doing it myself, so I don't really have too much to say. Uh, here, let me do this. I can grab. Let me see if I can grab my phone and roll outside. They're just little babies, man. They ain't even. Maybe you know what I'll do. I'll wait until they grow a little bit, and then I'll do a video. I'll show them. They just start. They just popped out of the dirt, so they're little babies. But well, all right. Well, then let's do this, man. All right. So we talked about Pineapple Express. We did talked about other shit. Really, this was just this is our anniversary, 420, 4 years. You know, and so yeah, we do these celebrations. It's a culmination, right? It's a culmination of things. So we celebrate the actual 420 holiday and the establishment of the Brain Trust as this channel and what it is that this channel is about. So it's an apropos bless up type of day, man. So we always got to go live today. You know, salute, shout out to everybody who has contributed to this channel to make it what it is. It continues to contribute. Plants first boner. So I remember one time being on that chocolate and a lady coming up to my passenger side door, tapping on the window, asking me if I was okay because I dozed off. Wow, you dozed off of a sativa? Yeah, let me do this here. All right, and we'll just do that. Yo,
Peace, man. What's going on?
oh, not much, man. Happy 420
Yeah,
and
420, bro.
happy fourth anniversary of the Brain Trust.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, man, 4
Live and
years, bro.
kicking, man. Going strong, man.
Dude,
Congrats, man.
thank you, brother. Hey, congrats to you, man. We're all active. We are all in motion. We're all moving here, bro.
No doubt.
That was one of the points I was making at the beginning of the live stream, man. It's just like, the way the content is moving nowadays on this channel is that, okay, it's more power packed when we go live because it directly reflects real time things going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when we do the Sapio shit, it's always because we game plan on a topic, right?
Right.
Right. So it's always real time, man. It's always like, okay, here's what we feel as though is that it needs to be addressed right now, right? Because it's
Mm-hmm.
relevant, right? When we do the tech talks, a lot of it is packed with stuff that we're actively engaged in. Why? Because it's relevant. The business talks, because it's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, especially with the ages where we are, you know, everything, it's all about synchronicity, man. So,
Right.
you know, in terms of performance, man, we have to be, we got to be sharp, man, and iron sharpens iron too. So,
Right.
that's what makes, it's so good, especially when we chopping it up behind the scenes, man, because we bouncing ideas off of each other. We come into a consensus.
Hmm.
That's what men do. I mean, that's really what brotherhood is all about. Men sitting down, identifying the problems, the impediments to progression, dealing with those, and formulating a plan to deal with those, and making things happen. I mean, at our age, it's nothing but productivity until we die. You know what I mean? That's just our life. You know what I mean? That's our mentality. So
Yeah.
we
And
don't
I
we
don't
don't
know.
know anything
I'm
else.
not interested in nothing else right about now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We don't know anything else but that at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So no, and that's the reason why, man. Like we always gotta go live to acknowledge this day, right? Because see, what these are all like marcation points, right? I can go back to this time last year, this time the year before then this time the year before then, and I can chart the growth, bro. It's clear as day. You can chart it from year to year to year to year, right? And the content reflects it, right? It reflects the growth. It reflects the direction. It reflects everything. So that's why the other thing that and shout out to you, man, day oneer and critical contributor now, right? Everybody that has contributed to this platform to make it what it is, right? Because it was just not me, or it's not just Mike V or Lionel, or it's everybody, bro. It's just that's why I don't want to like get into naming people, because it was everybody, it was all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I think that, you know, um, I know, people that I've met through this space, yourself, Mike B, you know, who, we even joke about how, we took L's from him, you know,
yeah,
and but it's good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I appreciate it, because one thing I appreciate, man, more so than anything is somebody, man, that knows something about something else that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because that means I'm in the right space, because that to me, that's a person that's watching my six. That's somebody that's really watching your back, because they're letting you know, like, nah, what you thought about this wasn't really right and exact. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, oh, okay. So like at the end of the day, like, what were we gonna do? Like, get upset for him saying that we had opportunities?
I mean, come on, man. Like, I'm not all in my ego that much. Okay, I
You know
get
what
it,
I'm
man.
saying?
I'm arrogant and shit, but damn, I ain't gonna be.
You know, so it's like, and being, businessmen, our mind state is abundance. It's not lack.
Yeah.
So, when another
So
brother
if you
comes
show
with,
me if you show me what it is, bro, and I see it, I'm like, all right, bet,
I'm on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bet.
it's because I'm seeing, another, potential streams of income, some business stuff. So that's always great. So, and, like I said, you, him, MOT, my dude, man, Doc Phoenix, man, I love that brother right there.
Yeah, Dr. Phoenix, man.
Um,
Salute to him, man.
the Gone 11,
The gone.
uh,
I told you, man. If you start naming names,
others,
man.
so many others, man. So that's exactly what we want, man. We want that that literal brain trust, man, that
Mm-hmm.
we know we can tap into. This is what you're supposed to build, because a lot of times we complain about not having, well, they won't let us in, they won't let us in. It's like, no, it's not necessarily about letting us in. Sometimes it's about building your own,
You're building your own shit.
so you can go back to your own and tap into.
Yep.
So, and I think that's been lost on us as a collective. There's, people like us, you know, that's doing those types of things, but it's lost on a lot of other, brothers, which is why we spent so much time in this space, like having to argue which one is more important, entertainment or productivity, because it's been lost on many of the men who are not steeped in that type of way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so now things are much more, critical, just because of the way that society is evolving. But the truth of the matter is, the way that society is evolving from a production standpoint, it's way more advantageous to men. Men got the advantage if men just, take the mantle and do what they're supposed to do. So, this is one of the best. This is one of the best times to be alive and be a man too, because there's so much stuff out here for you.
It really is, man. And not only that, but we also have these venues available to us, right? Where there's like literally like a free exchange of information, right?
Right.
Literally depending on what you're tapping into in terms of that information. Now, and remember, we was talking about doing a live stream called, entertainment value,
Right.
which I think maybe we should still do, right? Because it's like, okay, the operative word here is value, right? So it's value in either entertainment or information, right? And if what we hear in these manosphere spaces, right, that it's all about the entertainment. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, you ain't gonna get much value out of that shit.
Nah.
Yeah, you really ain't gonna get much. Like you gonna get your fuckery fix, I suppose, right? You gonna get that. You'll get the all of the provocative, you know, all of the provocative chatter. You'll get all that. You'll get off on all that, but that's literally nothing, dude. That's gonna produce a goddamn thing.
Well, just to hit on that point slightly, you know, from the entertainment standpoint, this just goes to show you there is no way to get out of a superior way of thinking. In the entertainment world, there's a lot of money on the line that people invest in projects. Actors, actresses. Now we know that many actors, actresses, musicians, people of that ilk some of these people, man, they can get caught up in drugs and alcohol, become, addicted and not fulfill their contracts and things like that. And this is just the beauty of the kind of system that we live in. Let's say you invested your money into a project and, man, the actor or actress OD and they can't fulfill it, or they had to check themselves in rehab, or unfortunately they OD and pass away.
Mm-hmm.
There's celebrity insurance that you can get on those types of endeavors, to where if that person doesn't fulfill their contract, you're still going to be made whole.
Yeah, it's like a insurance on the contract, so to speak.
Right. So now, why do I bring up the insurance? Because you already know where I'm going with
I
this.
already know.
Because we got somebody in the space named Alonzo Hall, and shout out to him too. And he's in the fold as well. Somebody who would bring in, that type of skill set and expertise, and he's on our side, and hopefully he stays on our side if we do what we're supposed to do with him.
Yeah.
So, and so to have somebody, with that skill set, before he came into the space, like, well, nobody, man, talking about, things like life insurance and stuff like that, and how to start your estate planning journey with your family, and
Mm-hmm.
how to get your family in line.
Well, even how to leverage it in banking and all that shit.
Right, all that, So somebody who really has really brought a really high level skill set to the space, man. That who really just wants to share the information. He really gets a lot of fulfillment out of just putting brothers on and getting cats to see different ways of how to approach this game. And so these kinds of spaces, man, allow for the facilitation of brothers like him to come in and for us to meet each other and get things done, And so, we have less barriers than somebody like, let's say, Booker T. Washington had back in his time. So we really have no excuses, man, for not building, putting things together. At the end of the day, in order to be good leaders, you got to be good followers. There are going to be men who know more than you do. When those men know more than you do, it's incumbent upon you to shut your ass up and listen. That's what I do.
I mean, man, listen.
What you do, you know what I'm saying? So,
bro, listen.
I'm not the most tech savvy guy, man, but I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to listen to Mike. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that's y'all lane. So, hey, when y'all start popping off stuff, I'm writing stuff down. I'm Googling it when you're saying something. I'm like, oh, okay, this is real deal.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. See, here's my thing, right? The reason why I'm a sponge, dude, I anticipate conversions at some point, right? In terms of like our respective industries, right? I'm forecasting it, dude. So this is the reason why I'm always about like the business shit, because like if I'm plugged into what you got going on, like all I gotta do is hear some shit from one of my partners, and I'll be like, wait, what? Right? And then guess what ends up happening? Wait, I was just telling me, oh shit, hold up. Right? And that's how it works. That's why it's like I always got to be plugged in. We always got to be plugged in to what the fuck we're doing, dude. Right? And what's going on. Right? That's how you like form like organic fucking business relationships. It's through opportunities, bro. If I know what you got going on, the ins and outs, the angles, and like I said, dude, like I've on more than one occasion, even with Alonzo on the stream, like we've already illustrated between he and I the convergence between our two industries, and you already know what the fuck it is we've been trying to work on since like for what the last 6 months, a micromobility insurance product, right? So that's a perfect example of the convergence that I'm talking about. It's been a fucking hassle, yes, but he understands also the financial ramifications if we can pull it off. So I'm saying it's very important that if we are focused on our professions and we're focused on what it is that we have expertise in, that we leverage each other's expertise.
Right.
right? It's important that we do this. It makes it very easy. It's almost like a fucking Rolodex. If I know what brothers is doing, and somebody on a meeting, like for example, I got one tomorrow. I will talk about it on the phone, dude. But got one tomorrow, right? Potentially a big fucking deal. And I had a call literally last night, dude, at 11 o'clock. Right, me and my partner were on the phone. He's on the East Coast. It was like 2 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning before he went to bed. Before I got off the phone with him, right? This is last night. Another big, and I'll talk to you about it on the phone. Like the shit's lining up. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same way we're here over here, man.
You know, that's what I'm saying. We'll talk about it on the
Man.
phone because that's what we talk about, right? So we'll talk about it on the phone.
Yeah.
But just for the purpose of this conversation, right? So that people can literally kind of understand what it is that we're saying, right? How this is literally working on the back end. Because you and I can vouch for this shit. You, I, Alonzo, and a few others can vouch for this shit, right? I'm every time something new comes through, okay, shout out to Johnny Blaze, my brother Johnny Blaze, okay? Because then it's the same thing with he and I, right? Some shit comes, he's texting me, and I'm like, oh, okay, word, because he knows what's going on. So that's why we all kind of have this mind, right? And then what we do is we reach out, boom, hey, you know about this? Hey, when you got a minute, call me. You know how it goes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, things are changing by the second. Stuff I've been talking to you about. This healthcare industry stuff and soft skill stuff, and it's. I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. This is for any black people listening, male or female. Many of your future jobs are going to be based on how well you get along with people.
Yep.
I'm just going to give it to you like your people skills matter more in the environment than your hard skills. And if you don't have the type of skills to build relationships, because in business is literally the ability to build relationships with people. That's what business truly
That's
is.
what it is.
Most people
What is it?
think
Where
it's about money.
non-violent warfare.
Yeah.
Your ability to
It's
negotiate.
diplomacy. Business
diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Making a deal happen, right? Where both parties are happy, right?
Yep. And many black people, because they have come from broken family environments where they weren't taught proper manners, etiquette, how to ingratiate yourself with strangers and things like that really do matter. Especially in the work environment now that's being constructed, because much of the work environment that's being constructed now, we saw this, with the pandemic and things like Zoom being used and the collaboration. Got things like Teams and Microsoft. All these types of things are showing what the workspace really has really evolved into. And so it's hard to have collaboration when you have people who don't like each other. I mean, and if you want any microcosm of that, that's the black community
This
right there.
motherfucker right here.
That's the black community as a whole, and spaces like this. So if you don't know how to play well with others, which is something really your family is supposed to teach you how to do, preferably your mom, because your mom usually was your primary caretaker, or your grandmother, somebody like that, to teach you the rules. You're going to have a real hard time in the workforce. And I would suggest many people who don't have those skill sets, when you're investing in an image consultant, you better make sure that soft skills is a part of that image too.
Yeah, it's not just about the look, right?
It ain't just
It's
about the
about
look.
it's more psychology more than anything.
Yes, and so many of your interviews are going to be specifically designed to see if you have the soft skills necessary to get a job done. Your interpersonal skills, it really is mattering more than anything. And unfortunately, many Black people have just not been raised with that kind of upbringing. And now you're going to have to navigate in this world. And it's going to be the difference between really high paying jobs for you and low paying jobs for you. You're going to really have to learn these skills. All this notion of, well, why I got to do all that? You're going to have to do all that if you want that job. You're going to have to do it. There's just no way to get around it. They're not going to be playing. And much of your training and development in these companies are going to be centered around making sure that you're the type of person that has good interpersonal skills, because what these companies cannot do is lose market share from employees who do not know how to carry themselves properly with their own coworkers and the public at large in terms of their customer base.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, human resources is very much a commodity, right? In this paradigm where we're looking at like this automation shift, right? So now that means that any human capital that's being incorporated is at a premium because they need these people to be reliable.
Yes.
Right. Wait. Renaissance man.
Hey, what's up, Ryo? What's up?
Peace, man.
Hey,
what's up,
man,
Complex?
what's going on? Hey, dude, happy 4th anniversary. We got another day oneer, another founder right here.
Absolutely.
What's going on, brother?
I can't take credit as a founder, but I definitely
no, we were all here at the beginning, dude.
No.
We were all here, dude. No.
But I want to jump in too on what you all were talking about.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Hey, matter of fact, hey, hold it down. I'm just gonna use the restroom real quick. Go ahead, man. Hey, I'm glad you popped up, Renaissance man. It's good to see you, bro.
No, same to you. No,
yeah, man, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm assuming, Ryo, what you're speaking to, talking about soft skills. You also hear referred to as emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence,
yes. Yeah, and you're right. What you'll see with a lot of these, especially like high-end companies, you'll see first of all, you're gonna go through multiple interviews. And usually depending on if it's technically, like if it's a technical type of role, you're usually going to be given some sort of case study or problem.
Mm-hmm.
But then also they're going to have a social aspect. So that could involve them giving you like a personality test. It could involve a behavioral interview where like they see like, okay, if this situation occurred, how would you respond? Or I've even heard some instances like, and it may have died down because of the pandemic, where like they'll take you to dinner or something like that and put you in like an informal like type of setting and just try to sit down and really gauge who you are. And what they're really trying to gauge and see is like, okay, at a certain point, some companies like that's why when you start talking about certain schools, they already know like, okay, if we go to this school, this big state school, we already know this person's probably smart enough to do the work in our company because they're graduating from this school. What they'll then say is, okay, we got to see if they're a fit, because at a lot of these places, especially if you're talking about high performing type of institutions or startups, you're going to be spending a lot of time with these people. Sometimes 10, 12 hours a day. That kind of becomes almost like your second family, your network to a certain extent, depending on how close the company culture is like that. So at a certain point, they're just trying to see if you will fit from a cultural standpoint. Are you someone we want to deal with on a regular basis?
Yes.
Like you said, are you someone who's going to come in here, tarnish the brand, misrepresent the company, act a fool in a big meeting or something, or just do something that's just not in the right place at the right time? Because what technology has done is basically it's made it for, and they say this in our company, that it used to be you could have one person who was smart enough to know all the answers. Now, because of technology and how much information is out there, that can't exist because no one can be an expert in everything in this world today.
No.
Sort of like, the people could be, say, 300-400 years ago. So now it's more about, okay, do you have the intelligence to figure out what the problem is? And do you have the knowledge and people skills to go figure out who may have the solution? So if I'm looking at a problem in supply chain, do I have the, social skills to go or to build a relationship with someone in the supply chain organization to get them to work with me, or already have that connection established where I can go and ask the SME the question, versus spending all this time trying to reinvent the wheel.
And that's the difference between a company and a learning organization, where learning is the center of the business model. That's the difference. That's the difference. Where there are times in past times when you made a mistake and you got penalized for it. Now, when you make a mistake, the company uses that mistake as a learning process to add to the knowledge of the business. So now the company has a snapshot. Okay, well, we tried this back on 3 months ago, it didn't work. Now we're going to do something different because we tried that. So you're not penalizing employees for getting things wrong. But in order to do that, companies have to transform the way that they're thinking, and they have to have the proper training and development from regular employees all the way up to management, even upper management. Management is going to be the most important part because the management has to buy into the retraining aspect. If management doesn't buy into it, and the employees are going to see that, they're not going to buy into it. They're just not going to do it. So you're talking about a whole, and you got to think about it too. You're talking about a nation of people who have a lot of people who have not got the proper teaching at home. You go to college, you learn even more bad habits, and now you put these people in the workforce, and you wonder why you get aspects like Me Too and stuff like that going. Because you got people who have fundamental flaws in their soft skills or their emotional intelligence. And they don't know how to. They don't even know how to read. They have no self-awareness. They don't know how to read situations emotionally, and they don't
de-escalate a situation.
Right, de-escalate. They don't know how to influence others to make sure that they're good, but that you get the results that you're looking for too. So you're talking about a whole. Even Jack Ma said this about the Chinese years ago when he was being interviewed. He said, IQ, the Chinese, we don't have a problem with IQ. He said, our problem is with EQ. Yeah, that's our problem.
No, because I'll give you an example of a scenario I heard on the news. It was down in Atlanta. You had a professor. It actually turned out to be a black professor, who basically put it on. I announced it, I guess, in class on their syllabus, like, hey, like you can't be late to my class. Like if you're late, like there's no showing up late. And there were actually 2 students who showed up 2 minutes late, and like the professor asked them to leave, and they wouldn't leave. Now, granted, I don't know if you had to go this extreme, but I'm like, hey, at the same time he is asking you to leave, he ended up calling the police, and then that ended up being a whole situation in and of itself, of sort of the fallout there. And I don't even know if I think they may even try to discipline the professor, but I was like, my dad was a professor, so like I knew other professors who back in the day they straight up locked their door.
Yeah, I had professors like that too, that they would close the door and lock it.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you weren't in there, they'd lock the door on you.
Yeah.
And you weren't there. But like you said, that kind of goes to what you said of like you have people who haven't learned like some of these basic things, and then if they get thrown in that situation and someone who's an authority figure pushes back on them, it doesn't always go well, and that turns into a situation in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's just kind of like a fundamental socialization issue, right? They're going back to that whole emotional intelligence thing, right? Just how to function in society, where you're more productive to society than destructive.
Yeah, social media hasn't helped either.
Yeah, you add to it as opposed to take away from it. Okay, how do you function in such a way where you add to it, right? And when you have so many, especially younger people, and this is just no slight to younger people, I'm just saying like this is part of like the socialization that I've noticed that like millennials and stuff came up with, that whole sort of like inclusive sort of thing that happened here. So like maybe it was in the late 90s and 2000s, where participation awards and all that kind of stuff, right? Sort of like negated the virtues of hard work, right? Negated the pursuit of excellence to a large extent, because what it did was it de-incentivized it, It's like, well, why should I do this? Why should I do this? Why should I do that? When, I could just, because we're all equal, I just do what everybody else does, and then we all just get what we get. Right? You see, so there's like a socialization aspect that's kind of created this sort of intrinsic nihilism.
The other thing is too, because I I will own up to it. I am a millennial, but I'm an older millennial, so I grew up.
Well, you're more like with us, because I'm a young Gen Xer, right? See, there's that sort of median, right? They don't like these lines aren't like literally solid,
yeah.
right?
I think the big driver is with millennials is you have the ones who remember the world when the internet didn't exist, and you have the ones who have never lived in the world without it.
Without it, yes.
And see,
yes.
I was right.
You remember?
I was right in the middle. Like I remember being 13 and having like AOL dial-up, but then I yeah, exactly.
I was like 19.
Yeah, I remember that. We're like literally you had to hook it up to the phone line, and like you literally, if someone tried to call you, like it would sometimes kick you off the internet.
It went through that whole little weird sound sequence, right, to dial in and all that shit.
Or someone would say, "We tried to call your house all day and we couldn't get through." And
we can't get through because you're online.
Yep. I remember all of that.
I remember those days.
Yeah, but I also remember when there was no internet, like being a kid when like smartphones didn't exist. Twitter, Facebook. Facebook actually opened up to like normal people. I remember Facebook was only a college thing. And it was right before I went to college when they opened it up to everybody.
Yeah, it used to be you had to have a .edu or a business address, email address in order to register. Facebook was not when it originally launched. For those of you who don't know, it was not what it is today. It was completely not what it is today. They ultimately did open up Facebook to compete with MySpace, right? But then, before even MySpace, you had Friendster, right?
Yeah,
the guy who created MySpace came from Friendster. That dude Tom.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a Friendster. Yeah, a friend of mine. She's a graphic artist. She was the one that was basically doing all of the user interface design for MySpace. How it looked. Oh, wow. That was her. That was my friend Alfie. Yeah.
Well, that's legit.
Yep. Yeah, it was this, startup culture, man. And we're engaged in the same shit over here right now. It's the same stuff. It's the same thing, right? That's why all these skills and stuff that Ryle's talking about you guys are talking about is very important.
Yeah, but like you said, you have people who don't know a world like outside of that, and you can just tell the difference between like socialization and, like I said, you'll get a kick out of this. I actually heard of one of my managers told me at one point they were saying that, like, I guess a relatively new hire person had a performance review and it didn't really go well, and their parents wanted to come in and have a meeting with the manager.
With their parents?
Yeah, like this was like someone who graduated from college now, like in the workforce, full grown adult. Yeah, it didn't go their way. Their performance reviewer.
So they went and talked to mommy and daddy.
Yeah, that happened apparently.
And then their dad was like, "Let me speak to your boss."
Yeah, well, I don't know if it got that far because HR policy may have not.
No, it should never go. HR should never let it go that far.
They wanted to, though. I know they definitely wanted to.
Okay, but I'm just saying, as somebody who's an HR manager once, right, dude, I would never talk to a candidate's parent ever. Like, what? That's ridiculous.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. We're not in school. We're not. Oh my god. Oh shit. Wow. Wow. Oh my god, that's terrible.
It's just different. I've even heard people say that, like, I think someone said like they've had soldiers who, like, you take away their phone, like these younger ones, and it just like it almost devastates their world.
You just unplugged them from the Matrix, dude. like legit. You take away, you take away a young person's phone, bro. Like they don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it, but like you shouldn't have a mental breakdown. I mean, I do. I've lost my phone before, and it is kind of like, oh wow, like I can't like readily check the time. So I get it. It's like, okay, I do like, but once again, I'm young enough to remember when you had to memorize phone numbers. So like,
yeah, that's what I mean, dude. It's
the
kinda,
numbers I know by heart. But
yeah,
someone who's never
well,
had
no.
that,
Here's the thing,
gosh.
right? A broken phone does not translate to like a mental breakdown for me. You know what it translates to? A fucking insurance claim. Okay, I'm gonna go on an insurance. I fucking broke my phone. I literally just got a new phone over the weekend because my dumbass kept dropping my old phone. And what my dumbass didn't do when I bought it, and I only got it like 4 months ago, it was a Google Pixel 6. And I was just like, just give me the phone. I'll get a case later. I don't know. Just give me the phone, man. Because I was trying to be in and out, right? I literally dropped the phone the same day and cracked it. And I was like, fuck, right? And so over the next 3.5 months, I dropped it no less than probably 20 times. And it got so beat up that the back of it was cracked and damaged. And I'm like, okay, well, now they're not going to repair this thing. So this time around, I went and got a new phone and case, screen protector, all that stuff, because my dumbass did not handle it the way it should have been. I say all this to say that I didn't have a mental breakdown when I broke the phone. It was just kind of like, oh shit, all right, damn it, crap, okay, you know what I mean? It wasn't like the end of the world. Whereas like, no, dude, like you literally snatch a phone away from a young person and dude, watch the demon come out. I think my 10-year-old daughter's more sensible with her iPhone, right? Like I'm the one that like if she forgets it at home when she goes to school, like I go take it to school. Because I'm like, no, you need your phone. I don't know what the hell may go on over there. You need to call me. She leaves it. She's just like, oh well, I just left it at home. All right, I'll see you. I'll see you when you pick me up, Dad. I'm like, no, you need your phone. So I don't know who's more paranoid, me or her, right? But as far as like some of these younger adults, man, no. Oh my god, dude. It's scary. It is fucking scary. Well, let's do this, man. Shit. I want to keep this going, but I also need to get lunch, and my daughter's about to get out of school in about 45 minutes because they got an early out today. That's what they do in California, you guys.
Wait, what? What? Just like randomly, or
what?
Like just randomly, they'll pick days like that early out? Or?
No, what they do is one day out of the week, it's called an early out. So on that day, it's a minimum day.
Okay.
So yeah, one day out of the week, they only go to school half a day, and that's like, even pre-COVID, it was like that. Like California started doing this thing. I don't know.
That's K through 12.
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know at what point this became a thing. Right. I just know that when my daughter, like, she was in. I had her in Montessori, from pre-K all the way through kindergarten. Right. So she was in Montessori for like the first 4 years of school.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Let me see. Yeah. From 3. Yeah. Because she was from age 3 to 6. She started first grade at age 6 and then turned 7. Yeah. Okay. So her first 3 years of school, she was in Montessori. Okay. Then I had to put her in public school because I had moved, and that's when they had this whole early out day. And I was like, what? And like, yeah, one day out of the week, got to pick your kid up early.
Wait, but Montessori only goes through that grade, right? Or does it go through?
No, actually.
I'm sorry.
No. What they do is they have other schools, other private schools that are based on Montessori that actually go beyond pre-K and kindergarten, right?
Okay.
So there's actually Montessori schools that are first through sixth. Then you have private institutions that are Montessori based, but they have their own name. So, for example, my daughter would go to Hill Point, right? If I was down in the same area and I was paying for the stuff, she would go to a school called Hill Point, which is basically you could graduate high school out of there. You would basically just be graduating at 16, though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude, and trust me on this. I'm trying to get her back there soon as I can.
Yeah, no,
As soon as I can.
No, from everything I've heard, like I said, get to that point, I have kids, like, yeah, same thing. Montessori school, just like I said, the whole, when you see the way the public school system's going, specifically when you look at what it's really designed to do, it's just like, yeah, everything I've heard is like only positive from that route.
Man, I tell you, we got to actually because we did that Montessori live stream like maybe 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago almost, where I interviewed my daughter. Matter of fact, hold on, let me dig it up. Yeah, we interviewed her on the Brain Trust, man. And she read so outside of the micromobility stuff, me and my partner also have a hemp and cannabis business, and I had like some legal documents for that, and I had her read one of them. She was 7 at the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had her read one like literally on the live stream, man. It was funny as heck, man.
No. Speaking of your business, did you see the House passed a bill the other week? I think it was last week. Trying to legalize marijuana. Died in the Senate, which I figure is going to continue.
And I had I'm trying to remember. I think it was on Ramil's live stream where we talked about cannabis and stuff. I just ultimately, man, I don't see it happening, and the reason why is because there's too many all these different states that are legal. They have their own sort of setup, so to speak, right? And if you have a federal legalization measure that passes, it kind of removes all that, right? And then it starts over, and it's going to work different, and a lot of people are just going to lose their money. So I'm starting to suspect that not even starting to. At this point, I see what it is, and a lot of it has to do with there's individuals in states or into groups, supply chains, and all that kind of stuff that don't want to lose their business. Basically, this happened with California. Okay, once California went recreationally legal, what ended up happening was that a lot of people lost their business as a result, because there were sweeping changes to the laws, and it wiped a bunch of people out. And then basically what it did was it just put a bunch of uber rich people in position to go ahead and then just take over. So go ahead.
No, I was going to add. See, that's what I thought was the hang up.
Say that again?
So from what I heard, just from
I'm trying to see what y'all were talking about. So
I'm sorry, Ryo.
Oh, no. Renaissance Man was bringing up the legalization measure that basically got killed in the Senate again.
Today?
No, this happened last week.
Last week.
No. So what happened though is I heard, and the reason I thought it may be a positive is I took it like Cory Booker is one of the people who's against it because he's there. My understanding is they're fighting about equity. Is that you have some Republicans who want to pass it, but they want to pass it in a very narrow way, which pretty much opens the doors for banks to do business with these people, and that's it. Yeah. Versus people who are more progressive are saying, wait, if we're going to legalize this, there needs to be some form of restorative justice. People who were harmed or went to jail behind something that is now going to be legal. There needs to be an avenue to give them some priority or some sort of means of equitable competition, so this doesn't turn into, like you said, complex. Basically, all the big businesses get in and basically kill the small ones. Yeah, and I think that's where the fight is not so much on the actual legalization, but the administration and what the equity piece looks like.
Right, because we saw it in California. Right. See, so now all you're talking about is basically a repeat, but just on a national scale. Okay, that's basically what we're talking about here. And so
but in terms of restorative justice, if that's the aim, didn't we have a president that literally gave illegal immigrants a status in this country with the stroke of a pen?
Yeah.
I mean, so if that's the case, don't we got a woke president in there now? I mean, just from an executive order, he can do that. I mean, what Republicans gonna really challenge that?
Well, no. I mean, there's the thing.
It's easy to repeal. So
the thing. Well, I was just going to say to that, Renaissance, the problem here is that that it's not just a singular issue, right? Before we okay, that's one part. We can even table that one, right? What about right about now with all the states that are legal, right? And all of the supply chain set up, all of the money moving mechanisms in place that keep that machine oiled and running, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cut the engine off, or you cut the fuel supply off of that, and you say, okay, we're going to switch to electric, right? So that means that basically across the board, everybody who's already operating the way they've been operating, like in the wellest of well-oiled machines that we can kind of call it, given the quasi-legal state in which cannabis business is conducted, you just pull the plug on this and you're flipping the switch. And I'm saying, just like that, a lot of people are going to end up losing money. Okay, it happened in California when they went recreationally legal here in California. And so what happened was they changed the legal framework and context in which cannabis business was conducted. It used to be in a nonprofit framework, which meant that all you had to do is be a member of a nonprofit that was already operating in the cannabis space, and then you could conduct business that way as an entrepreneur. Okay, it worked to the benefit of the entrepreneur and the small business prior to recreational legalization in California. Once that got removed and they went recreational, every single person had to reapply for a license at the cost of $25K, and there was no goddamn guarantee that you were going to get issued a license that you previously already had.
Oh man, that was shady.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
shady.
So
That
yeah,
was basically they charge them like a liquor license fee.
yes, basically, and it fucked up people. Me and Anti-Grav included. That's why we pivoted over to hemp and moved to a different. We moved over to Minnesota where he's at in terms of where our company is established.
Man, that was
Because
shady.
of that, it literally nuked our business here in California.
And who passed that? Did Newsom and them pass that?
I don't know who the hell it was. It was 20. That was 2018 when it passed. 2017, and it went into effect 2018. Right.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. So it fucked our business up here in California, and so we had to pivot and go in a different direction with it. That's how I know firsthand. It wasn't just me. It was like literally just about every goddamn small business out here. So it's
How many years did they have in between before they made it recreational? How many years was that in between?
dude, it was between 2005 and 2018. So there was like 13 years where you could basically just be an entrepreneur working out of your house, doing your product, whatever.
Were there any co-ops that formed off of?
Yep, that's what they were. That's pretty much what all of them were co-op, the nonprofit co-ops. And all you had to do is just be a member of the co-op.
So basically,
and all that did was just basically you had to just sign an affidavit.
So basically, y'all operated like credit unions.
Basically.
Wow.
Yeah, you're okay. So when you have a bank account at a credit union, what do they call you? A member, right?
Yep.
Yep. That's how it used to work.
Wow.
That was the golden age of weed
Wow.
in California, man. The business shit. That was why me and Anti-Grav linked up, man.
And in such a liberal state as California, you wouldn't even thought that they would have even went in that direction.
Dude, no one.
You know
what it was, dude. You know what it was, man. It was. You had a lot of new people that moved here to California, right? After the housing crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a lot of people that live here now, dude, didn't live here prior to the housing crisis, right?
You said it was outside money that pushed
it's outside everything, dude. It's outside everything. Okay, people from the outside that come here, like they don't understand. They didn't grow up in California culture, right? Yeah. So of course they want weed legal. Like that. See, like if you from here, we were good with how it was. right? We was good with how it was, dude. But a lot of people that really don't kind of understand like the lay of the land here in California, because California's a big state, dude. It's southern,
Yep.
central, and northern. There's 3 different cultures, like largely 3 different climates, 3 different environments. You know what I mean? It like this shit ain't just like we all ain't just like on the same page like that. We're not, right? So, but no, you just had a lot of like really like a lot of transplants that went into areas like L.A., the Bay, San Diego, stuff like that, and they kind of have wanted to like live this fucking Hollywood, this this bullshit ass notion or idea what California life is like, right? Like the shit they got sold on all these reality shows with the Kardashians and all that shit, right? Paris Hilton, all that stuff back in the day.
Mhm.
That socialite life, man. Fuck that, dude. This is like chill life, bro. We don't real Californians, dude. We don't do no. That's not no.
It's too pretentious.
That was some made up shit in the era of reality TV, bro. That's never been Cali lifestyle. That's never been it like that, dude. Only for a small group of people that was doing that shit in certain circles, man. Not just for the everyday. No, that was never what that shit was like. Just like for example, the gang shit. Okay, like the blood and Crip shit. Okay, look, media played a lot of that shit up. Yeah, they was banging in the streets. Please believe it. But dude, to let the media tell it, every black family or every black male or whatever, right, was in the hood and doing gang shit, right? And we also listen to gangster rap. We was just all a bunch of black gangsters out here, I guess, right? In a big ass place like California. You mean to tell me it wasn't no normal ass black people? Really? See, the media had motherfuckers fooled, man.
Oh, that's America in general. Like
Yeah.
there's been one author I was listening to. This is actually a black woman who is I think she's the head of Simon and Schuster now. But that was one of the things like she wanted to change, like in the literature space, was that it's either you have like the black elite or you have like the poor, poverty-stricken black person. There's no archetype for just a normal run-of-the-mill black person who's not poor but who's not rich, just just going about their business.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not only that, but it's also like, even when it came to like a hip hop perspective and all these other things, right? So for example, dude, like when I got with my wife, right? That's when I was doing the music thing and shit back then. And there were so many songs, dude, like from back in the day. Like she swore up and down like the artists that made them were like from New York or something. She didn't know they were from California. And then she'd be like, wow, I didn't know that sound came from California. And I'm like, yeah, well, what? Like every nigga out here is a gangster or something? Like we all wouldn't riding around in 6 foes with switches and shit. A lot of dude, like I'm saying, there was like normal shit going on. Dude, we used to fucking skateboard. I mean, yeah, we was doing our graffiti shit and tagging, and it was so cow shit, right? Like basically, it's kind of like a mixed environment. So it's me with my Filipino homies, my Mexican homies, my white homies, and we all doing all the same shit, skating and tagging, playing basketball, and music, and it was kind of a mixed type of thing. We were all doing this type of shit, right? And that's kind of separate from, say, like maybe certain pockets or areas in certain parts of LA where certain different things were popping, right? But in my head, I was always just like, wait a minute, man, like nigga, not every nigga in LA is like this. God damn. Yeah. Some of us are normal, man. You're somewhat normal, because people are gonna make an argument that I'm not normal, but
no. No. It's funny because someone was having a discussion just in general on blackness, and they were talking.
Yeah.
And he was saying, talking about the nuance. But he was like, this guy was from the East Coast. He was from Baltimore. But he was like, he said the California blacks, they're just on their own thing. He's like, California's kind of its own country almost.
It is.
Like
it
culture.
is.
He's like, I can't. He went to school out there, but he was just like, he's like, it's almost hard to relate at times because he's like, he's from the East Coast it's got its own vibe. And then
Yeah, it kind of is, man. Like I think what happens here, a lot of people who are transplants, the reason why they like to come here is because there is a certain bit of freedom in that sense, right? Now that there's a good and there's a pro and a con to that, right? Because it's just going back to that what we were talking about before, like how people perceive, like say like California or particularly like LA or Southern California, right, to be. And so they have that freedom to kind of act out the type of shit or try to live out what it is or emulate what they see on like real, like I said, that Kardashian, that whole shit, that whole thing in the late 2000s, early 2010s or what have you, all that reality TV show influencer, all that bullshit. Okay, like it kind of is easy for you to get caught up in thinking that you are out here really doing it because you're walking down Hollywood Boulevard and all the shit that you see, right, on TV and all that stuff. Now you're there. Now I'm actually here and I have my phone in my hand and I'm walking around and I go and you do that selfie thing where people see the background so that they can see where you are, right?
Yep.
And now you are that person posting this shit, right? See, so it's real easy for a lot of people who don't understand California culture to do that. Now, real motherfuckers who are born and raised here, right? We've gone to the deserts, we've been out to the lakes, we've gone, it's like Hollywood is just it's a bullshit ass piece of all this stuff. And so we have more of a truer sense of this place.
Oh yeah,
that's where that freedom comes in, dude.
Yeah, even when the transplants I talked to, like,
yeah,
his whole thing was like, granted, he was working a little bit outside. He was working more in the Lancaster, Palmdale area.
Oh, he was just on the outskirts of LA County. Yeah.
Yeah. But he always talked about, he liked being so close to where basically he could go to the beach,
to
surfing,
the mountains,
skiing, snow. Yeah. All in like
3 day,
2-3 hour
within within 1 to 2 hours in either direction, right? You're at the beach, you're at the desert, you're on the mountains, you're at a lake.
Yeah. So like that was his whole thing about California. It wasn't as much as, like you said, the social scene in the sense of like what's shown on TV, but it was nature, because I don't think people realize how many like national parks are out in California.
Dude, that's why I always push you, because I always tell people I live out in the country. I'm out in the sticks. And this is what I enjoy most about this place, right? That's what I enjoy about it. It's not all that superficial shit. It's actually the nature side of it.
Yeah, it's a lot of farming done in California.
Yes, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The part where I'm at, dude, it's Ryle, I sent you pictures, man, like the fucking almond orchards and all this shit. Fucking birds that I be catching out here. Pictures of the birds and stuff that are out here and stuff like that. Oh man, it's a distressor.
Yep.
It's a de-stressor, right? Things like hypertension and stress are one of the main things that are taking time off our lives. I mean, fuck, dude, we just lost DJ K-Slay, man. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace to him, man.
Right? Okay, not only was he a legendary New York DJ, but that's DEZ. That's Dez, man. Legendary New York graffiti artist, too.
Yep.
Okay, so we lost a legend on two fronts when it comes to hip-hop, man. So once again, man, rest in peace to DJ K-Slay. But he was 55, man. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm seeing too many black men who are dying in their early 50s, late 50s, early 60s. It's like,
yeah, way too young.
Way too
young, man. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you think about it, man. You stay in that New York City environment your whole life.
Yep, that hustle bustle.
Think about it.
Yeah, man.
Ryo, that's why you and I were talking, man. It was like, yo, man, we gotta be out in the country, man. Get some dogs,
bro. Dude, I'm counting down the days, man, when I can get my Ketas, man.
Yes, sir.
Let them joints just roam.
Just let them roam, man. Hiking, let them get out there.
Go hiking, man.
Wait, Ryle, are you in more of a metro area right now?
No, I'm in Texas.
He in Texas.
Oh, okay.
No, we about that life, man. We're trying to build it out. Yeah, we're trying to build it out right now.
No, I know what you mean. I'm in DC. Don't get me wrong, it has its positives. It's definitely something to enjoy, but I'm sort of like getting to that point where it's like, okay, I'd appreciate a little bit more space, be able to do my thing, you know.
Man, look, you got to be able to, look at night, man. I don't want to have to hear cars and horns and shit.
Right.
Right? I don't want to have to hear traffic. And the other thing is, man, I don't want like a shit ton of light pollution. I want to be able to look up in the sky and clearly see the fucking stars, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of shit, man. It's things like light pollution, it's noise pollution, it's actual pollution. Just a preponderance for a shit ton of cars and traffic and all that, dude. Just the ambient air quality, bro.
Now, I did see a picture of what LA, like when y'all were under lockdown and the smog situation. It looked night and day. I thought the picture almost was doctored.
Maybe it was. When all the cars came off the road, look how clean the air was. Okay, but now everything is back to normal. Oh my god. Ugh. I swear I try to avoid LA traffic like the fucking plague or like Corona, because
but even in places like New York, man, like even you got people that even when those people that's connected to the city, and a lot of those people live upstate, man. They don't live in a city like that.
Yeah.
They don't. They got some, farmland. They got a lot of land. Man, they don't live in a city like that.
Yeah. Look, Stan was saying right here, is it right? If you can't clearly see the stars on an uncloudy night, then you're looking at pollution. Boom.
Right.
Think about that.
I don't even think in this day and age, especially going through, what we went through the pandemic, stuff like that. Like, man, if you're not connected to a land in some kind of way, producing your own, like, man, like, for
garden, if anything, bare minimum, a garden gets you some pots and, I mean, something, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, something. A garden.
I told you, man. I was looking at some of the stuff they were doing in places like Ecuador. Man, got those. It's like almost like kind of like compound. Like they get their own like luxury agricultural residences where they'll have like a select amount of people living there, and they're growing their own food and stuff like that. So they might have like 50 to 100 acres. They might have like 25 families or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like modern day sharecropping in a lot of ways.
Yeah, man. And they just all contribute to having a much more healthier ecosystem as far as like the food, healthier food, and all that.
You create a co-op, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's how you do when you do the co-op. That's how you're pooling, right? All of what the families are growing. And then it funnels, because you know who does this? The coffee people, the farmers who grow coffee, and they started doing this to basically ward off and fight off like the major coffee manufacturers, right?
Mm-hmm.
From basically just enslaving the farmers, essentially.
Yeah, busting them up.
Yeah. That's why now you have so many smaller coffee companies, because what they're able to do now is because a lot of those farmers are operating through their own co-ops, then smaller companies can just go and do biz direct with them, right? So that those old coffee bean wars and all that shit, that's a thing of the past now, man. But hey, y'all, check this out. I gotta go pick my daughter up from school, dude, like in about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna shut this down.
Yep.
Well, let's do this though. I'm gonna try to fire back up a little bit later after I just handle some shit, so we can kind of continue this, man. We ain't fired up in a while, and it's cool chopping up, man. We just kind of having a good convo, man. You already know how the Brain Trust does it. So if people are cool, they good for it, man. Maybe a little bit later we just fire back up.
Just let me know, man. Just let me know, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that, raw def. Hey man, so look, final words. I want to thank everybody that did come through, everybody that dropped comments in the chat. I see another day one or DE Raptor, another founding member. Yes, sir. Long time, DE, and good to see you here. Yeah, man. I wanted to shout out everybody. Happy 420. Anybody got last words before we go ahead and check out? I'm gonna go get my shorty from school.
Yeah, I say this, man. Just glad that your brothers, blaze this trail, man. met some really sharp brothers in the space. Look forward to meeting more who come into the fold.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the information that's been shared by the brothers who have come through here. I've learned a lot. It's helped me, evolve and see things, have different perspectives. So as long as I'm in a space where that happens, I know I'm in the right space. And moving forward, we ain't the type, beef with anybody, anything like that. People send shots, we don't throw them back. But moving forward, I'm more about, us just getting to the bag, the productivity, getting to the point. At the end of the day, we need to be, our generation needs to be like Reginald Lewis and Robert F. Smith, where we can be ultimately get to a point where we top level philanthropists and be giving back to good causes. Supporting the Black kids who take education seriously, who want to do great things. When they're looking for scholarships, we need to be in position to be able to give money to schools in terms of scholarships, man, so it can impact their lives in a positive way, so they can actually be the next generation who brings up the rear when we're gone. So I look forward to all the things that are coming in our direction in a positive way. Stuff we've been talking about in the back, or bringing certain elements together. Looking forward to that, man. And salute to the Black Brain Trust.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, man, just being a day oneer, bro. And, really just coming through, bro, and contributing to what it is that we're ultimately trying to do. It's like I said, man, this ain't a one person show, bro. It really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like it really ain't. If you go back to the early days of this shit, dude, it was Mike holding it down. And I was coming through when I could, because time and all that type of shit, right? So but it's always been a collective effort, right? So like I return that appreciation to you, Renaissance man. You got anything on it?
No. I think Raul said it great. Like I said, the vision to have something like this decentralized platform it's definitely been a value add for my life. I've definitely been able to meet, network, chat with guys offline, bounce ideas around. So, like I said, I think it's a great vision, and like I said, just glad to be a part of it. So,
appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, man. Another day oneer, bro. Really like contributing and making this what it is now, right? So, the whole goal is to continue this, because I don't even think we scratched the surface, man, on what we can do with this shit. That's just my personal opinion. Okay,
Totally agree with that.
That's just my personal opinion. So, I don't like to hear any sort of talk about, oh, brain trust is dead, the brain trust this, brain trust that. I'm over here like, man, there's shit that in development has.
We got some stuff cooking, man. So
that's why I'll be like, man, I swear to God, dude, like there's so much shit I do want to be talking about. Mike be like, hey, man, look, don't be talking about that right now, right? So it's like I got to be very strategic, and like once again, that's why I'm like, okay, when we do the tech talks and the business talk stuff, just understand, man, like we're giving you inside intel, man. Like I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Ramil, man. He might have plugged me on a really good business opportunity, okay, in a place that I didn't even think, I never even thought, right? So that's why that's another special shout out I got to give to Ramil, okay. I'm gonna leave it there. All right. You see, more red pill. Hey, what's going on, man? Salute, man. Hey, we're about to check out, but I appreciate you rolling through, man. Catch the playback. This was just our 4th anniversary Bashment joint, so we want to just check in with everybody, and say salute and happy 420. I'm gonna go get my daughter from school. We're gonna try to circle back a little bit later. Peace, y'all.
okay.
Peace, man. Y'all be safe, man.
All right.